Guys.
All right, please stop. Please. Hey.
Okay. Good morning, West Virginia.
I'm always going to love that. We're live right now, by the way. We are live, coming at you from Boone Career and Technical Center. I'm Josie, that was Chase. And we're going to be talking about Brookview Elementary's West Virginia Day. Who's wanting to go first? Coming in currently, we have Jackson Miller and... Oh, by the way, this is also going to save a copy to the computer. And he's going to tell us about his experience at Brookview.
Okay, so here at the Boone Career and Technical Center, we assembled some boys together, some men, who got a map of West Virginia, a very large map that was so generously donated to us by the National Geographic. And we went up to Brookview Elementary, which is right up the road from our career center, and we put on a presentation for various groups of children who wanted to learn more about the state. We taught them about the borders of the state, why we have such a uniquely shaped state. We taught them about the history of the state, and then we also assembled them into teams to give them some competition. We thought that might stimulate their excitement, and we gave them various questions about the history of the state. We taught them about locations, cities, and it went really well. It looked like the kids were really excited to learn about West Virginia, and overall it was a great day.
Matthew, you want to come up here and do your thing? Thank you, Jackson.
Still live?
Yes, we're still going live.
How's it going, Josie? How are you today?
I'm pretty bored.
Really? Why's that?
It's a Tuesday?
Well,
Wednesday?
It's not
Is
Tuesday.
that Wednesday?
it's a Wednesday.
I'm tired.
But pretty much a Thursday since we don't have school Friday.
Yeah. So,
Well-
how was Brookview?
Review is great. What do you think of it?
Personally speaking, I don't think any kid enjoyed benthic macroinvertebrates taught.
Really? Well, I know when I was a kid, that's all I cared about.
You cared about bugs.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
But, I'm going to give my 2 cents here.
Oh,
I think they have great kids at Brookview. But really, if you want me to be honest with you, I think they got great kids in the state, in this county. We got really smart kids. We got good teachers. We got smart teachers that really want to help these kids. So, that activity was great. I had a lot of fun. It was really, the kids were really responsive. They were, a good crowd. They were really cooperating with us. The behavior was pretty good for the most part. I had a lot of fun presenting with my friends there. Felt like we had a pretty good presentation put together. And I feel like we executed very well, if you want me to be honest with you. I think I did a great job. I think they did a great job. Those were great kids.
You think the kids had fun?
I think the kids had a lot of fun. It seems like, our station, more than any other station there, was really, allowing those kids to get loud, allowing them to make some noise and be excited. So not every group was doing that, and we were. So I think they liked that a lot, and it seemed like they really enjoyed
I don't
that
know.
aspect of it.
I mean, they got loud jumping on that raft.
Yeah. Well, again, I think that was an excited group. I think we did a great job with them. And we played some music for them. They seemed to like that a lot as well, yeah. I think so. But overall, the event was pretty good. Great kids. I want to give a big thank you to all the parents who helped out, to all the volunteers who spent their time getting that event together and making it run smoothly for the people like us. So, God bless them.
Colin, you want to come over here and tell them about the bugs?
Bugs?
Bugs.
I don't know much about the bugs. You watch this when I go to this guy.
All right, and we have Trace and Austin here. So, how did Brookview go for you guys?
We did a station about fishing in West Virginia and giving information about fishing in West Virginia, how blessed we are as a state to have the waters we have, be able to do that, and how free we can be while doing it. We were just teaching the kids about it and how to actually cast poles and really get in depth about fishing and really getting them excited about it and explaining to them, what our state has to offer and why they should do it.
we were fighting weather most of the time. We couldn't get the teachers to let the kids come out and cast the rods. Most of the time, we just sat out there and waited, sat under the canopy and waited for the kids to come out. But when we did have the little time we did have with the kids, it seemed like they had a good time. They all cast the rods great, and they were all well mannered and said thank you and please, and I believe they had a good time.
Yeah, if we could do this another day, we definitely would. 'Cause it seemed like the kids, when they did have time to do it, they showed a lot of interest in it, and they really liked it.
So you're telling me you didn't have like one horrendous group out of all of them?
No, they were all nice.
They were all good.
Oh. Hey, Colin, you want to come over here and tell them about the bugs? Yeah, tell them about the Brookview bugs. And now we're sitting here with Colin Fisher.
Hello, I'm Colin.
You might wanna move
At
closer.
at Brookview. I was at the benthic mackerel invertebrate team, and we were in the river for a while trying to catch bugs, and it was pretty uneventful at first. We couldn't catch anything because the river was too high, and then it started raining, and I was like, I don't really want to do this, so I went inside. And I sat inside with the map boys, and I learned a few things about maps because that was fun. I like the kids there. I'm sure the kids were pleasant everywhere though, but overall it was just a fun experience. It was very good.
Alright, because that only takes up about 6 minutes. As I was mentioning before, I was with the benthic macroinvertebrates area. I only had like maybe 3 kids that actually irritated me in the entire like second, fifth grade group that came in, and that was because they were trying to kill the fish that we caught, and they were trying to kill all the bugs. But oh yeah, fun story behind that. We tried to catch water bugs with a flat net. Doesn't have any holes in it or anything. And we somehow caught a fish. Don't know how. Leah's over here next to me. She's the one who actually caught it. Don't know how we caught a fish, but Leah got us a fish. So, all in all, it actually wasn't that bad of a day outside from it being really, really rainy, and I don't know how we kept a fire going as long as it did. But, wasn't a bad day. Majority of the kids were actually well behaved and really, really nice. I think the only trouble I had was like keeping preschoolers occupied. And that's just because they'll just do their thing. They have no, like, they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this thing, but wait, my friend wants to talk to me. So it's, like, hard to keep them focused. So if you can keep a preschooler focused, you get points in my book, because I couldn't do it. I mean, yeah, look, I know nobody's in this chat. I know it's horrendously boring. I doubt anybody's watching this. But I'm just gonna do that, in case anybody does. And now we're back with Chase and Nick. How about you tell us about your day?
Well, at Brookview, we were with the survival guy, Joe. We basically helped him out. The kids, man, they were nice. They did everything that we would want, that they was wanting to do there. We taught them how to make fires and stuff like that with Nick.
The students, they really didn't get it at first, but whenever we actually got into what they were supposed to do and how they were supposed to do it, they kind of caught on, and with every group they progressed more and more.
Yeah.
Please?
They progressed more and more as we were teaching them. They were being overly excited when they got their first spark off of the well rod that we were teaching them how to make fires and stuff like that. We taught them how to make fires and survive in a survival situation with a bunch of other stuff. Nick, do you remember what stuff that we were talking about with it? No?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. All right. But we taught them how to use dry wood and teach them where to build the fire instead of wet grass and stuff like that with it.
Did anybody get set on fire again?
Actually, no. That I was surprised about that. But and again, we all had Joe and us. We only had 4th and 5th graders, so that was probably why.
The main reason why no one did get hurt. Thankfully, no one
Yeah.
got hurt.
I got a preschool.
Oh God. Well, yeah.
You know how hard it is to sit here and be like, okay, benthic macroinvertebrates. They're like,
What?
what?
Every group that come to us was just like, "Hi, welcome to survivalist training." And it's like,
Cool.
it's cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold because we were mostly outside until one of the teachers let us use her room for the first part, and then we went outside to teach them how to use the well rod and stuff like that.
Why did we do it on a day where it was going to be cold and rainy?
We had plans to do it that day. But
Yeah,
no-
we had
no one
plans.
decided-
It
no
was
one
planning to be
rescheduled.
sunny. On the news, it said that it was going to be sunny, but it just turned out to rain.
It was awful.
I know.
Oh, God.
It was a horrendous rainy day. I didn't like the rain. It was cold and too much wind.
Gotcha. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Also, within Brookview's West Virginia Day, we had the Three Rivers Avian Center come in and show us the birds of prey. The birds of prey they showed us happened to be owls, hawks, a bald eagle, and there were more. I just can't remember them. We got some pictures of them, and they were telling of how each one was helped and how each one hunts and feeds and everything else. And when I say helped, I mean this is a center built around if a bird is hurt, run over by a car, kept as a pet and left out to die, they will take it in and nurse it back to health, and if it just can't survive in the wild, they'll keep taking care of it. Right now we have Seth here talking about the giant map again. I'm going to turn it over to him.
All right. We've already covered the giant map, but I was going to give my thoughts on it. I think we actually managed to teach the kids something. I mean, they were generally well behaved. We had one rowdy group, but they were pretty well behaved overall, and I think they really learned something. I think they had a lot of fun. I think they enjoyed the music we were able to bring to them, music regarding our state. I think we taught them some pretty interesting facts and also how to read a map, which I think is a pretty important skill in today's world.
And we're going to conclude this with country roads. I only got 2 minutes. I only got 2 minutes. Okay, okay. Or we're not going to conclude this with country roads. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going to be honest. This is a class-made podcast. They went over West Virginia State songs such as Country Roads, West Virginia Hills, and there are so many more, but those are the main two that I know of. Country Roads actually, John Denver could only talk about one place in West Virginia where the Shenandoah meets, and that would be the Eastern Panhandle, because that's the only place where the Blue Ridge Mountains touch West Virginia. And now we're going to turn it over to Jackson and Seth.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is over there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road.